JERMELL, Iron Man, CHARLO versus TSZYU, January 28th, had their first presser kickoff today, and we're going to talk about it. Blessed love and blessed day, oh boxing world, boxing nation, fighting world, fight nation. It's Coach Fighting, this is Real Life Boxing. On January 28th, JERMELL CHARLO has his first undisputed title defense against TSZYU. Before we get into it, best double jab straight down the pipe. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified when all new content is being uploaded on the channel of Real Life Boxing. Put the left hook behind it and share the videos, please and thank you. JERMELL Iron Man CHARLO, 32 years of age, 6 feet, 73-inch reach, 35 big wins, 1 loss and 1 draw, 19 big wins coming by knockout, is putting up his undisputed 154-pound title, is putting it up against TSZYU, 21-0 with no draws, 15 big wins coming by KO. He's 28 years old, 5'8.5" with a 72-inch reach. So JERMELL CHARLO has an 1.5" reach on him, and well, a 1-inch reach on him, and about a 2.5, 3-inch height advantage. They're fighting at 154 pounds. They had their first presser today, and I mean, the shit is just absolutely hilarious in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? TSZYU trying to be very respectful. I believe TSZYU is a mandatory of one of the sanctioning bodies. I'm not sure which one, but JERMELL holds WBO, WBA, IBF, and the WBC, which leaves him at undisputed. I'm not sure of which sanctioning body has TSZYU ranked number 1, but he is a mandatory, so JERMELL is taking it. But you know, the first presser obviously was over Zoom. Just absolutely hilarious in my eyes. TSZYU is trying to be very respectful. JERMELL CHARLO was just always turned up, just always on a high horse. He's trying to talk shit to TSZYU. TSZYU, you know what I mean? There's a little language barrier. He's from what is it, Australia? Yeah, TSZYU has no fucking idea, like, at the shit talking that JERMELL is trying to talk. So it's just very, very, very funny. I mean, JERMELL CHARLO is just always turned up, and I mean, you gotta love it. He's rashing on Brian Custer. He's rashing on TSZYU, and TSZYU is like, what the fuck did I do? I'm just the mandatory. Like, I just want a shot. You know what I'm saying? But JERMELL CHARLO isn't having it. I did enjoy the presser. I thought it was pretty you know, funny with JERMELL CHARLO just being so, he's just always so angry, and like, you know, for a fighter, like, you gotta love it. You know what I'm saying? JERMELL's last 3 opponents is Brian Castano, in which he stopped. His fight before that was against Brian Castano, in which they fought to a draw. That was the first fight for undisputed, but it was a draw. He swung the block, came back and was able to stop Brian Castano. His fight before the Castano's fight was against Jason Rosario, and that's when he KO'd Jason Rosario with a body shot and ended up lifting one of the belts off of Jason Rosario, or maybe 2 of them off of Rosario. I forget which ones, but anyway, so many belts. TSZYU's past 3 opponents, Terrell Goucher, in which TSZYU was actually dropped in that fight. I want to say in the first round or in the second round, came back and took control of the fight, won a unanimous decision. His fight before that was against Takeshi Inoue. He won by unanimous decision, and he stopped Steve Sparks before that. You know what I'm saying? So pretty good performances in their last 3. I felt like the draw with Castano was actually a win for CHARLO. So CHARLO can easily be undefeated right now, because I thought when he lost to Tony Harrison, I thought that he actually won that fight, but he just didn't get the nod. He swung the block and came back and knocked out Tony Harrison as well. So with the presser, I am expecting this fight to be a pretty good fight. I mean, TSZYU seems like he's up and ready for it. Obviously, the son of the Hall of Famer TSZYU. I used to love TSZYU, to be honest. But 2 different fighters. Tim doesn't really fight like TSZYU. I feel like TSZYU was more skilled in his approach. But you know what, we shall see. I am excited for this fight. Glad MELL is getting back in there. Glad TSZYU is getting a shot, because every young mandatory deserves their shot, right? And every undisputed champion should fight at least, you know, one mandatory. Yeah, I mean, when you're champion, right? Shouldn't be like you're getting these gifts from on the franchise and you don't have to fight your mandatories. JERMELL CHARLO is fighting his mandatories, and he's excited to do it. He says he knows that being at the top of the division, you're gonna have to fight the top tier fighters, and that's what he's wanted to do all his life, and he's ready for it. So you guys tell me what y'all think about the presser in the comment section. I thought it was funny as shit, to be honest. But you guys tell me what y'all think about the press conference in the comment section. Until then, keep fighting your fight and protect yourself at all times. Peace and one love. It's Coach Fire, and this is Real Life Boxing.